Hello Doston, Manish here. Today, we talk about something cool, plastic molds. These are like magic boxes that make so many things we use every day. So what is a plastic mold? Think of it like a very strong, hollow shape, like a cookie cutter but much stronger. Hot, melted plastic goes inside, cools down and ta-da! A new plastic thing is born. Look around you. Your phone case, water bottle, kids' toys, all made with molds. Without molds, life would be different. They help make things fast and cheap. In this chat, we will learn all about them. How are these amazing molds made? What stuff goes into making a mold? It's a whole big process. From the first idea to the final part, we will see every single step. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's dive into the world of molds. It's going to be a fantastic show. Now, Doston, what are molds made of? They need to be super strong to face hot plastic and lots of pressure. The most common hero is steel. Steel can take a lot of heat and high pressure, making millions of parts. It's like the Salman Khan of mold materials, always reliable and super strong. But wait, there's another star. It's aluminum. Aluminum is lighter than steel, making the mold easier to handle and cool down faster. However, aluminum molds don't last as long and are good for fewer parts or trying out new designs. Sometimes, special materials are needed for tricky or tiny parts, or when the plastic is very aggressive. Engineers use special tool steels, even tougher than normal steel, often mixed with metals like chromium or vanadium. This makes them extra hard and resistant to wear and tear. Choosing the right material is super important. Okay, Doston, before we build anything, we need a plan, a super design. Making a mold starts with an idea. First, what plastic part do we want? The design of the part is step one. Engineers think about every curve and detail. This is the blueprint for our mold. Then computers come to the rescue. Special software called SAID, computer-aided design. Engineers draw the mold on the computer like a three-dimensional digital drawing. They can see it from all angles and check all the measurements. The designers also think about how the hot plastic will flow in, called the runner, and the entry point, the gate. They also need cooling channels for water to flow through and cool the mold. And what about getting the part out? Ejector pins push the part out gently. Precision is the name of the game, Doston. Every tiny detail in the design matters. If the design is even a little bit off, the final plastic part will be wrong. Designers check and double-check everything. The design is the treasure map, leading to a perfect plastic part. Section 4. Building the mold. Real workshop magic. The design is ready. Now it's time for some action. We take the computer design to the workshop. Skilled toolmakers get to work, turning blocks of metal into molds. First up, big machines called CNC machines. CNC means computer numerical control. The computer design tells the machine what to do. The machine has sharp cutting tools. It carefully cuts away metal from the block. Bit by bit, the shape of the mold appears. This process is very accurate, making sure the mold is just right. Sometimes for very fine details or hard-to-reach areas, another cool process is used. It's called EDM, electrical discharge machining. It uses electrical sparks to remove metal. An electrode, shaped like the detail needed, is used. The sparks jump from the electrode to the metal. Slowly, they erode the metal away, creating tiny, perfect shapes. After all the machining comes finishing. The mold surfaces need to be super smooth. If the mold is rough, the plastic part will be rough. So, toolmakers polish the mold. Sometimes by hand, with great care. They use special tools and pastes until it shines like a mirror. This ensures the plastic parts look great and come out of the mold easily. Section 5. Poof. Making plastic things. The molding magic show. Doston, the magnificent mold is ready. Now for the real magic trick, making actual plastic parts. The mold is placed inside the machine. Tiny plastic pellets are melted into a hot, gooey liquid. This liquid plastic is injected into the mold, filling every nook and cranny. Cool water flows through the mold, hardening the plastic. The mold opens, revealing a perfectly shaped plastic part. Ejector pins push it out. Pop! A new creation! It's like a magic show making hundreds of parts. Section 6. Keeping things A1. Quality control is key. So we have our plastic parts. But wait, are they perfect? This is where quality control comes in. It's super important, Doston. We need to make sure every part is A1. Quality control is like a strict teacher, checking everyone's homework carefully. First, the mold itself is checked. Toolmakers measure it very carefully. They use special instruments to check every dimension, every angle. Is it exactly like the design? Are the surfaces smooth enough? Are the cooling channels working? If there's any tiny issue, it's fixed. A perfect mold makes perfect parts. Then the plastic parts are checked. The first few parts from the mold, called first shots, are inspected very closely. Do they have the right shape? Are they the right size? Is the color correct? Are there any marks or flaws? Every detail is examined by experts. If any problems are found, adjustments are made. Maybe the machine settings need to change, like the temperature of the plastic or the pressure of injection. Or maybe the mold needs a tiny tweak. The engineers and operators work together to find the cause and fix it, until the parts are absolutely perfect. Quality is not just a word, it's a promise. Section 7. Molds. Molds everywhere. So many uses. Doston, we've learned so much about how these fantastic molds are made and how they make plastic things. But where do we see these molds in action? The answer is everywhere. Almost every plastic item you see probably came from a mold. Think about your home, friends. In the kitchen, those food containers, molds. The colorful buckets and mugs, molds. The body of your mixer grinder, molds. What about children's toys? Building blocks, toy cars, dolls, all made with different clever molds. Even the buttons on your TV remote, or the casing of your fan. Molds are truly all around us. And it's not just in homes. Industries use molds like crazy. The automotive industry for cars. Dashboards, bumpers, light covers. So many parts are made with molds, making cars lighter and more stylish. The medical field, too, uses molds. For syringes, medical device parts, even parts for life-saving equipment. Molds help make these precise items. So you see, plastic molds are amazing. They are the unsung heroes of manufacturing. From simple designs to complex shapes, they help create millions of products that we use every day. And as technology gets better, Doston molds will become even more advanced, making even more wonderful things. So next time you see a plastic item, remember the incredible mold behind it. Thank you.